Hey YouTube, this is Ryan making another vid. If you like my content, please consider hitting the like button. Also, please consider subscribing, as it is very much appreciated. This is a request video from Erebin. He wanted me to do a bit more of a detailed look at my latest snakebite kit. Here in Australia, we've got some of the most venomous snakes in the world. The top 20, basically, there's only like one or two of them that aren't in Australia. So I think it is very, very prudent that we all carry, if you're going out into the bush, at least one snakebite kit. I got these off Catch, which is an online store. They were about $12 off the top of my head. I will link the description, where I bought them off, in the description bar. And I just wanted to show you show you on camera the weights and what's inside them and everything like that. So they are about 11 centimeters by about 14 centimeters and about 8 centimeters deep, 7 centimeters that way. When they're zipped up, there's a little, like the two-piece affair here. You could probably run a little carabiner through there, or a little clip. I just run a piece of paracord through there. I've always got a pocket knife on me. If I'm out in the bush, I just cut the paracord off so that it never unzips and lose it. When I secure it to my belt, I don't like these clasps because they can snap off. I use the carabiner as well. So this sits up here on my hydration pack. So I put it through there, secure it there, and then put the carabiner. I hook it on, I have it that way. So, and I hook it on there as well through the carabiner. So it definitely won't go anywhere. Anyway, opening the kit up. That's just where I got it. It's got Aeroband triangular bandage, Aeropad low adhesive dressing, 5 centimeter by 5 centimeter. Sorry for Americans, this is not, this is all in metric, so you're going to have to convert it all over. Aeroform snakebite indicator bandage, 10 centimeter by 4 meters. They're the compression bandages, 2 of. Aeroglide first aid leaflet. It's got an expiry date, lot number, usual affair. I just put that in there just so I know the contents. Over here, snakebite quick guide to first aid, tells you you're best off reading all the way through that. Shows you exactly what to do. Read it all the way through, how you do it. The idea with it these days, there are different ways of doing it depending on where you go, where you get bit. So on a limb or extremity, it's basically a compression bandage on the limb, then use a triangular bandage to basically stop it from moving. The idea is to compression bandage so you stop as much of the blood flow, because you don't want that poison, the venom, from moving around the body too much. So how I was always taught, say you get bit there, you start here, go down, and then go back up. I haven't actually read through this, which I will do, because I just haven't had time at the moment, but I will read through. Bites to the trunk are a lot more problematic because you basically can't compression bandage torso hit, so that they're a lot harder. So basically you call the ambulance, call 000. In America it's 911, but here in Australia it's 000. Bites the head and neck, they're even worse. You're pretty well buggered there. Going on about anaphylaxis, which is allergic reactions. Some common identification guides. The one I'd be real worried about is the Eastern Brown. He's second on the list. Lethal. Really, really bad. Inland taipan's the most poisonous snake in Australia. Mulga Browns, he's about 19. I've seen them. King Brown, they're really bad too, but they're not so bad in the fact that they're not that common. But the common brown, they're around a lot, so that you see them a lot. And the tiger snake, they're aggressive. I'd be really worried about them too. So yeah, just read the entire thing. That's the idea with that there. Just read it. A bit of gauze, non-adhesive dressing. Okay, that's your triangular bandage. We all know what they look like. I won't take it out of the package because they never go back in once you pull it all out. So that's on one side there. Looks like a pretty good kit so far. And these are just your these are your compression bandages. Yeah, you need two of these at least, because these are the ones where say you get struck there. It's just a compression bandage. You've got to basically compress the entire limb. So if you're a big fella like me, you probably need two of them for a leg. You might get away with one on an arm, but yeah, definitely two on a leg. So there's your two compression bandages, your triangular bandage with your gauze, with your non-adhesive gauze there. The one thing it doesn't have is a Sharpie, which I will probably include in the kit, because the idea with a Sharpie is you get hit, you circle around where it is, and then you can also track, where, like, you can see where the poison is, so you circle it, and then compress bandage over it. So that's just a very quick and just a very quick overview of the snakebite kit. Definitely, if you're worried about snakes, take a far more comprehensive, in-depth first aid course on them. Be far more confident about it, like as far as, get more information on them. It's not a hard thing to learn about doing them, because you definitely, especially here in Australia, you got to know how to deal with this sort of thing. Just read through the literature, it comes with each kit. And as you can see, it's not a big package, you know, like going up against a pocket knife, you know, like that's my wee Minotaur. You know, you add a multi-tool together, it's not a big package to have as far as it goes. So I didn't do weight either, sorry, which I will do now. In grams, let zero out. Come on, zero out. That's with the carabiner. So it's 214.08 grams. So not a lot of weight. I'll just and swap it over to ounces for my American friends. 7.5 ounces. Yeah, just a little bit heavier than the standard pocket knife, you know, a little bit over 6 ounces. So very, very carryable package. You know, you could almost fit that in a cargo pocket, honestly. Like one of the lower thigh pockets easily goes in there. You have one of them and a first aid kit, one on each side. No dramas, you know, as far as it goes. And yeah, very, very easy to carry around and just good insurance. So if you ever did get hit with one, and thankfully in Australia we have anti-venom for all our snakes now, so if you do ever get hit, the common thing is now is try to identify the snake. I don't advocate trying to kill it because they are protected species. But if you are in danger, you are legally allowed to, as far as I know, you are legally allowed to defend yourself from them. But best thing is try to avoid them. But if you are in danger of getting bitten, you are legally allowed to defend yourself from them. But as I said, just avoid them. They're usually more scared of you than you are of them. And I've had to deal with a couple of snakes in my trips out in the bush, and 9 times out of 10 you don't even see them before you've passed them, and then all of a sudden you just hear a little bit of a rustle in the bush and you see a little tail going off, and you've realised that there was a brown snake just disappearing into the bush. So that's it. But anyway, Erebin wanted to see what was in my snakebite kit. I didn't actually use it or show you how it is used extensively, but I do know how to use it as such. I did a first aid course years ago, and they did touch on how to use a snakebite kit, and I do know the basics of it, but I will reread the entire kit's literature and brush up on it, because it is a definite thing that you should know how to do. But anyway, yeah, thanks for watching.